Hey guys, we're back with another video. Here we got a Super Coach Pro 10 by Pro Team, and we got a motor problem. So we're gonna go ahead, take this apart and show you guys how to do that. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And other than that, let's just get to it. So I just want to show you guys what it does. I have it plugged in here. So basically done. That motor shot, so let's get started. So we're just gonna take the top off and get your filters out of the way. Right here, we're just gonna pull these HEPA filters out. Let's just take them all out. Now that you got those out, we are gonna unscrew the bottom of the vacuum. So 4 screws up front. And then we're gonna flip it. Gotta take these 2 out. Okay, I wanted to give you guys a better view. So you'll take these 2 out. And watch out, I just dropped these. They're the spacers that go back here. Then over here, I'm just gonna get this wire out of the way. So I'm gonna take the Velcro strap and take it off this loop. That'll free up this half. And then what you're gonna do is grab your screwdriver, preferably a long one that goes all the way down to here, but you can still do it with the regular one. There should be 3 total. Now you'll take this apart, expose the motor and the wiring. So I decided to put the vacuum on the floor to give you guys a better view. So here, I'm gonna take off this cover first. So 2 screws on the ends. And this should just lift up, exposing your wiring. Now here, what you wanna do is you are gonna break this white wire connector, and then you have this black wire here. Also, you're going to be taking off this ground. So from factory, these ground screws are actually really tight. So I usually grab a 5/16 socket, and then we can start turning it. Once you got your wiring pulled out, there is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. Okay guys, I got interrupted. But anyway, back to it. 5 screws. And then these 2 up front. There we go. So these 2. After you get your 5 screws, this should pull up. And there's your vacuum motor. Okay, so this is your new vacuum motor, and that's your part number right there. So let's go ahead and open this up. So there it is. Pull the flaps in, pull it out. Now we're going to grab our old one, compare them, and then we'll swap over everything that we need. So what you want to do is have these wires face a certain direction. So right here I have them perfectly straight. And what you're going to do is you're going to pop the old cover out. You're going to grab your other wires and feed them through. And then just simply align just kind of like that, and then just push it into place, and it should hold on right there. As you can see, I lined this up. There's like a little square right there. Hope you guys can see it. And then we can put this wire down through this. There we go. And then this will go on that little notch. Okay. So there we go. Give you guys a better view. And then if we spin it, we can hear that this motor is pretty bad. I don't know if you can see the bearings. The motor is completely fried right there. Okay, back to the vacuum here again. You'll see these notches right here. Kind of grooves cut into the body. And you're just gonna line up the motor right there. And then once you got those lined up, you'll see the little grooves. It goes right into place, and you'll put all your screws back on. All right, let's start putting in our 5 screws. Once you got that, you want to put your ground back on. This thing is still a little stubborn. Alright, now that you got that tight, let me show you the next step. Alright guys, it took me a while to put that back on. I kind of looped around this white wire a little bit, just so the connection here will be centered on this notch. And then put this black wire under, but first I put the white wire, and then I'll put the black wire in here on this notch, and then the black wire is supposed to be connected and held on here, but for some reason mine has too much of a stretch, so couldn't quite get it on there. And then you have your ground here, and this just kind of hangs out right here. So hopefully that makes sense. And I'm going to put this cover back on, just like that. Then I will put the 2 screws that go on each side, and then the one on the bottom here. Just before I put everything back, I want to go ahead and test it out. Works pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the cover, slip through that notch right there, and then should go in easy. And I'll put these 3 screws that go in the back first, or not. Then we're going to flip it around and put these 4 back in. we go. And then flip that guy around. Remember your two spacers. As far as the spacers go, they got this little notch right there, and that is what you're gonna center like that. And then the other one does as well. Put those in, peel up the Velcro, and then just line these up just like that. So this next part, I do not recommend. Do this at your own risk, but a couple of us got together one day and we decided we weren't going to put the filters in, the HEPA filters that go right here, and it saved us a lot of money on buying motors all the time. And what's going on is it's actually way too enclosed here that the heat starts to trap and it gets really, really hot, and that's what wears down these motors. But ever since we've been taking them out, we've been having pretty good luck. I mean, I don't recommend it just because there is a lot of carbon that comes out of it. But I don't know if you get as much carbon if it's not running so hot. So like I said, do it at your own risk. As far as that is, then go ahead and put your filter back on and everything else. But I'm gonna wrap this up right here. If this video helped you out, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time.